recording. Wait, am I? I can't see, even with glasses.
I can't see. Your mouse is hovering over it.
Say stop.
I can't see.
I'm pretty sure it said stop recording.
And we're live.
I mean, I would just get up and check too. You never know.
Nope, we're live. Don't ruin this for me, Facts Man. Welcome to another installment of Keep It Real, episode 10. We were just saying how this is the Mount Rushmore of Keep It Real. So we did it. We're in double digits.
We're keeping it real.
Can you imagine a day where we get to triple digits? Or quadruple digits?
My gosh.
Is that a thing? Quad digits?
I think so. Isn't The Simpsons? That's like been on for 10,000 episodes or something.
Most podcasts are only in like triple digits at most.
So we're getting there. We're working our way up.
Yeah.
Obviously, we didn't do this in the last one. We probably should have. Did we? I can't remember. I'm Kief Carlson.
I'm Chris, the Faxman.
I'm Shar Normando.
We need to find you a nickname. What did people call you growing up?
Shar.
That's it?
Literally Shar. Yeah. Oh, I moved to Prince George, but it was only for like one semester in grade 9, and they started calling me Chuck.
Chuck.
You know?
How'd you end up with Chuck?
Well, because like Charlene is the feminine of Charles. So then they're like, oh yeah.
Your full name's Charlene?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Does it say that anywhere? I don't think so. I think you're Shar on Facebook too, right?
Yeah. I think in most places, unless I'm like legally writing something down.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
It's just really long. Charlene Normando. Like, that's a lot of syllables.
Charlene Normando.
I know that feeling.
I forgot to count. I just started clapping. Because mine's pretty long, too. Kiefer Carlson. It feels like that's the same amount of claps.
probably
Wait, we actually have all really long names.
Do yours. Clap.
Oh my
Here,
God.
I'll hold your mic. Clap it.
Christian Apostolovsky.
Honestly, I just wanted to hear you say your last name out loud so I could quit pronouncing it wrong.
Actually, you know what?
Reference.
People here are pretty good at pronouncing my last name.
Well,
we're pretty good as a whole.
Yeah.
Apostolovsky?
Yeah, Apostolovsky.
Is that right? Is that correct?
I am fluent in
Apostolovsky.
pretending I can speak other languages.
It's true.
Yeah.
You do great impressions too.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. No.
Je m'appelle Char.
Shout out to our Quebec listeners, all 2 of you.
Merci.
Stay safe.
All the French immersion children that are going through school right now can relate.
Oh, man.
Oui, télé français.
That sucks.
So
Parlez français.
we should probably lean into the undecided presidential election, which is why
The reason.
George Washington is sitting on top of Char's head right now. Who's that?
I don't know.
Thomas
I'm
Jefferson?
not American.
I think that's probably right.
I'm not American.
I don't even know who's on Mount
Those are the
Rushmore.
only 2 people I would know on Mount Rushmore.
No,
George
Abe Lincoln's
Washington.
like back behind us, I'm pretty sure.
Lincoln.
He's behind me.
I got no idea.
I've heard, never been there, that the Mount Rushmore is actually much smaller than you think it is.
It is much smaller.
Yeah.
I've heard it and I've seen it in like documentaries.
It's disappointing.
I've seen it on the screen. Must be smaller. I'm sorry. This was really funny.
It is
It was a
smaller.
commentary that they made in the documentary,
Yeah,
Christian.
facts,
True.
man.
This gigantic looking structure is actually smaller than you think.
So currently, it is 12:53
It's a fact.
on a Wednesday. Thank you for fact checking that.
Not only just a Wednesday, it's a very important Wednesday.
It's the day after the presidential election in the United States of America. And for some reason, I feel like Canadians get more riled up for this one than they do our own.
You know when Trudeau
In
went?
any
more
capacity.
interesting.
Yeah.
It's more because they only have 2 parties, man.
Yeah.
Well, they have
Well,
3 technically.
settle down, facts, man.
Yeah.
We're not looking into the facts for that.
Yeah, nobody actually cares. They have 2. For
They have
all
2.
intents and
It's a
purposes.
2-party.
It's red and blue.
You're red and blue, or you're nothing, basically. Or you're Kanye. 2020 Kanye.
He conceded.
2024, yeah, he did.
He conceded. Got over 50,000 votes, though.
That's wild.
His wife didn't even vote for him. Biden Harris.
Yeah, true. That's a yikes. She should have voted for him.
No, man.
Would you vote
Actually,
for him?
I think she had to vote in California.
Would I have voted for him?
anyway,
No.
and he's not on the ballot in California, so I mean, that might be her.
But he could write in,
Oh,
right?
that's true. Yeah, because he's an independent.
He could be a write-in.
Oh yeah, I guess you can write anyone in.
Yeah, that's why like last time Bernie Sanders still got like 170,000 votes because people wrote in for him.
Yeah, that's true.
Bernie.
Feeling the burn.
Yeah. Well, you know what? He moved that political party pretty far. Well, left for them, more closer to Canada.
Yeah.
I'm glad
All
Bernie.
the other like developed nations.
I'm glad
AOC
Bernie
did
didn't
too.
get in because I can't do an impersonation of him.
Really?
Yeah, I can't. I can't even try. I won't.
So what you're saying is you also couldn't do an impersonation of Larry David because
they
it's
sound
basically the same
really
person.
similar.
I can't. Nor Seinfeld.
He's got a nice beard now, though, Larry.
Oh, I have not seen it.
It's like,
Does he?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's got a beard now. Yeah.
Huh.
Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else. I'm pretty sure it's Larry.
So it's looking like, I can't tell. I'm not a smart man, but Joe Biden is got more numbers than Trump right now, from my understanding.
It's looking that way.
Let's check the official numbers right now on Google.
I mean, things are evolving all the time.
Yeah.
We're just waiting for all the ballots to be counted, and apparently all the ballots won't officially be counted until tomorrow. You still will be able to like deduce who the winner will be by, you know, like what county typically votes which way,
Well,
and
it's
how
first
many
past the
people are
post,
left. I don't know.
Deduce.
it's first
I
past,
like
so
that
whoever
word.
it's-
I've never used that word in a sentence. Deduce. I'm feeling deduced right now.
Kind of sounds dirty at the same time.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. Oh.
I'm gonna go drop a deduce.
Is that French?
It might be.
Don't make me cry, laugh. I put makeup on bed or to run.
Oh yeah, it's also really hot in here. I regret wearing
yeah.
this sweater. I may have to take it off mid-podcast.
You can leave your hat on.
That's actually not too bad.
I like it.
Thank you.
In order.
Yeah, I mean, I played basketball last night, so I'm extremely sore today. But I was trying to keep up because you just never know if they're going to announce a winner, and you always want to be the first to know.
Yeah, it's about at like 1, and I think at that point, all of the states that hadn't finished counting were like, yeah, we're not gonna be able to finish today.
Like, what's up with technology? Shouldn't we know?
No, because there's all the mail-in ballots, and it
Yeah.
depends on
And probably
what
more
state you're
because
in.
of, I mean, like,
Oh, way more than there ever has been. And one thing I will say is Joe Biden got more votes than any other president.
yeah, 70 million.
Ever.
Yeah, there's more registered voters, and the populace is a lot larger.
Yes.
He lapped Hillary too by a fair bit. Because Hillary won the popular vote last time too.
Their voting system is so complex, I guess
It's
you
not-
could say.
It's not that much different. than
Is it taught, their voting system, is it taught in schools in the United States?
I don't know.
Because it's
I
not,
remember
our voting, we don't get taught how to vote.
Oh, I
Do
see,
you?
like,
to
how to
vote.
vote,
They
yeah.
like you learn about like the House of Commons and like
I
all of
didn't.
that. Oh,
I swear,
really?
I did not. I learned nothing.
Maybe they cut it out in the 5 years before you hit that grade.
I never learned it.
I did do a
so
solid 3 years in grade 9.
I took a political studies course in high school, and that was where I learned it.
I thought you said an apolitical. I was like, so it was like a course on not being political.
Yeah, I just took one where they're like, this
Is that what
the worst
apolitical means? Not political?
I think so.
I'm learning so much hanging out with you guys. I'm just deducing all this information. Is that using the correct way?
Yes.
Deducing?
idea. Not
Yeah,
really, but
100%.
yeah, sure.
Yeah, it is.
I mean,
What?
to deduce
Does that mean-
is like to fathom or to construct, right?
Oh, yeah. So I'm deducing. I'm so freaking
You're like
deduced.
figuring it out by what
Yeah.
you're saying.
I guess, yeah. Okay. Fair
Deduce
enough,
this
fair enough.
information facts, man.
I always, whenever I think of the word, that term, like deduce, it sounds stupid to say. I know we said it so much, but yeah, whenever I
reminds
think of it, I'm like, oh, it's something that you came up with yourself, and it's something that you like rationalize based on information.
I think it's
Maybe
like,
it's just right.
Okay, have you guys seen Ted Lasso?
yes.
Okay.
Well, don't ruin the ending. I'm
No.
3 episodes in.
Oh, okay. I don't remember what episode it was.
Dang it. Well, no spoilers here. Although,
Oh my gosh, that's such a good show, though.
yeah, it is
One
a
of the
really good
best
show.
I've seen in a very long time. I've
Super
already seen the
positive.
whole thing 2 times.
Really? You got Apple TV then, obviously.
Yeah, I do. Oh, not Apple TV, just Apple TV Plus.
Oh,
like
yeah.
the actual streaming service.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
I know you have an Apple product over there, and you probably have a bunch of them.
On my wrist.
Oh yes, like tons of them.
That's something like at our wrist.
I mean, I like their products, but I hate that they're so proprietary. It makes me want to just be like, no, I hate you, Apple. I don't want any of your stuff.
You know what? I feel that. And I got a MacBook Pro, got the
know.
Apple Watch, I got an iPhone.
I'm not saying I might.
I eat apples. I almost brought an apple to work today.
You know what they say? An apple a day.
Keeps you regular.
Yeah, and the doctor away.
Oh,
Brings me to my dentist though, so I don't eat apples.
What brings you to your dentist? Why? You got dentures? You can't eat apples?
he's got a retainer.
Yeah, I got this retainer, and it's like super broken, and my teeth are all messed up now.
You have a nice smile, though.
Thank you.
I'm surprised I didn't make you smile. I was lying.
That's why I didn't smile, because oh my god. Outside of my teeth finally being whiter than normal, like they're just not.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get Faxman to laugh so people could see him smile. It's one of our main comments on YouTube.
Really?
Yeah, they're like, why isn't he smiling?
Do I always look dead inside?
Until last
You
week
said
when
it, not
started
me.
talking about Halloween movies.
Yeah.
I was hyped. I finished that marathon. I was hyped last week.
How was it? Do you ever get nightmares?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, this is not to deter you from watching horror movies. They're fantastic. Yeah, I get pretty frequent night terrors, actually.
Don't watch
Yeah,
horror
it's really
movies.
bad. It's really, really bad.
Disclaimer. Like, watch like one or two
I shouldn't say
every
anything.
2 months. One a month is
I'm
probably
sitting here
too
like
much.
totally ragging on you about watching these like spooky like fake horror movies.
Yeah, it's all
Meanwhile,
fake, yeah.
I will binge watch Forensic Files for like a day.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like real life like murder mysteries. I'm like, oh, what happened next?
I will say this though, like I've watched so much horror and I've experienced so many like nightmares and night terrors. Not as bad as it usually is, because like I think when people experience it for the first time, there's like so much shock because it feels so real, right? So like now the only shock I really feel is the fact that my body is like, you kind of like spasm a little bit and you can like feel yourself like heating up because you're like, your body's supposed to be scared, right? Like the whole thing is that like you're experiencing this like frightening moment, but like I'm rationalizing my mind. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna like wake up in 5 minutes. Like whatever's happening right now is not real. And I just like wake up, I'm like, okay, I guess I'm sweating again. I get up, grab some water and go back to bed.
That's like you sound like you have lucid dreams.
I do have really lucid dreams.
Yeah.
Pretty wild.
You know, that's also like connection to gaming because you probably spend a lot of time gaming as
game a
well.
whole lot,
So yeah, I have the same thing where I'm like, I know I'm dreaming. So in my dreams, I'll be like, all right, Kief, let's just run.
Yeah.
So I just run because in real life, I cannot run.
I've actually just started to force myself awake now. I've gotten to the point where like as soon as I like click into my dream, I'm like, okay, time to open my eyes. And like it'll take like a minute and I'll open my eyes and be like, okay, that's done.
Dreaming's crazy.
It's crazy.
I mean, it's crazy, and it's like totally suggestive as well, because you guys are talking about gaming and how that affects your dreams, and I'm like this huge Disney nerd, and I'll just watch Disney World YouTube videos, like people walking through Disney World, and I'll just have dreams about being in Disney World.
That could be me.
They have videos like that?
Yeah, man, and people make so much money doing them, like 2 million views per episode. Like and subscribe if you enjoy this.
Yeah, come on. Like we got 0 subscribes in the last one. I think we only hit 30 views, which is okay. We got somewhere to start.
Fine.
We're starting low.
Number 10, we're at...
Yo, the 10 is
You guys
big.
can check that? I didn't even know you could check based on subscribers to video.
Yeah. There's analytics on pretty much every single social media site at this point.
That's
Yeah,
wild.
man. You should know that stuff.
Actually, I don't know. Do they have? They have analytics on Twitter too. It'll tell you.
Yeah, they do.
views.
Yeah. And
Same thing with Facebook. Facebook's starting to ask if you want to monetize your stuff now, if you have enough views. I kind of want
When
to.
does CFNR get monetized then?
Are
You
we?
know what? Because it's a company, I don't know if they'll let you.
Oh, like we can't get the blue check?
No, we should be able to get the blue check. I wonder how that works through.
We should get the
Twitter,
blue check.
yeah.
There's probably different. Well,
Not
Twitter.
even
We
just
have
Twitter.
we have like 500 followers on Twitter.
Well, I've seen people with blue checks who have like 8 followers.
It's true. There's somebody I follow on Twitter that has like 200 with a blue check. It's pretty wild.
I've been trying to get a blue check for so long.
Yo, we should. Okay, I don't mean to totally derail this and come back, but like we should definitely talk about the election a little bit. I was pretty hyped about it. I don't know about you guys.
I like literally barfed. I was like worried.
why?
I was concerned because it's so sad that we just went through 4 years of that guy and like him encouraging people to be like cruel and mean and racist and just awful human beings, and that's some kind of virtue now. And he almost beat Joe Biden, who is not even like subjectively bad.
Yeah, I mean,
You might not agree with his politics, and he's a little weird. I mean, like he's a little friendly.
we're all weird though.
Yeah.
Like, that shouldn't be the bar.
And and as soon as anyone called him out on it, he was like,
the face too.
well, I'm very apologetic, and I certainly didn't mean anything by it. And like, he's a genuine guy. Would I vote for him if I was there? Yeah, because the alternative is Donald Trump.
It's pretty wild.
You know what's funny? And like, there's like 2 main points I always derive from this whole thing. One, it actually shows like how horrifically like offensive, racist, cruel America still is amongst a lot of their states. And the second thing that amazes me is the absolute hive mind that still exists in the States. And I think it's starting to break away a little bit, but with their current political system, it still exists like way too much.
It's very, it's like, have you guys read anything about like the psychology of like tribalism and stuff?
I don't read.
No, that sounds amazing though.
Okay. So it's like the same kind of psychology behind really intense sports rivalries. Like you might see.
Oh, yeah.
At a certain point, is it really because you love the team, or is it just because you are like against the other people? And I feel like it's kind of devolved into that. there's so many people that I don't think necessarily believe in everything that, you know, the red party is doing. But they're like, but I've been red. My parents have been red. Like, that's just...
Oh, they've been, like, indoctrinated into the society. I see what you mean. Yeah, that's a good point, actually.
Well, you know, I was only hoping for Joe Biden so we could get another season of The Apprentice.
What a great show.
Wouldn't Trump immediately go to jail after this for all the things that he's been...
I mean, if George Bush isn't in jail, Trump ain't going to jail.
That's another thing.
If Hillary ain't in jail, Trump ain't going to jail.
Sure.
Basically, if you got money, you ain't going to jail. Like, that's...
I can't believe that freaking... Oh my God, I totally lost my train of thought. Edit that, please, Rob.
Well, we don't got the budget for that.
Yeah, I totally forgot what I was saying. Moving on.
I mean, you know what? Okay, I don't know if you guys are watching this. So I think I was watching Global yesterday, and their coverage started at 7, and it amazed me how explosive Biden's like start was. He hit 200 in like an hour. Like he had like 200 points like immediately, and I was like, what is going on? And then all of a sudden it just stopped. And then Trump.
That's exactly what happened in 2016. In the morning, I was all like, I was in Florida. I was all like, oh yeah, things are going well. And then in the afternoon, I was like, why does he keep getting votes? Like, what is wrong with people?
Am I gonna be able to get out of the country?
Voting for this man? But in my subsequent visits to Florida, there are so many people down there that just love him. My best friend lives in Orlando. Her mom and grandmother are huge Trump supporters. Like, go to his rallies, think he's amazing. It's nuts.
It's weird how it's like they're not even Republican supporters anymore. It's like, yeah, I'm a Trump supporter. You don't say I'm a Joe Biden supporter.
Well, he's even said that he's changed the party, right?
Oh yeah.
It's just crazy. Like, it's like a thing.
Ocasio-Cortez, I believe.
AOC.
One of her quotes was something about, you know, even if Joe Biden is voted in, or, you know, even if the Democrats get power, it still doesn't change the fact that there's that many people in the USA that are voting for that man and think that that's, you know,
Senate's
still
red. The Senate's still red. House of Commons might go red too. It's pretty close.
It's not. It's the House of Representatives. House of Commons of Canada.
I think on Google it said, or no, on Global it said HOCC. You might be right. Where it might be the House of Representatives in the States. They just mislabeled it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Either way, pretty scary.
Didn't AOC get back in?
Yeah, she
got back in. That's huge, though.
Yeah,
that's like
Rashida Tlaib and the Fab Four or whatever, those 4 women that are just like amazing and super left leaning. And
I mean, they could be. I think the fact that they're like really promoting their own politics and promoting what would be the better things in the world, they could be on either party, and as long as they're doing what's right, that's all that matters, right?
Yeah,
because right now we're definitely in like a split moment where it's like it's no longer 2 parties, it's 2 people, which is strange.
And how differently would the pandemic have been handled, or how is it going to be differently handled in the future if Biden gets in? Like, is it going to be better?
Oh, 100%. Like, overnight it will be, because they'll have federal laws, like minimum federal laws.
Yeah.
Because there's some states right now that are talking about masks as though it's an ideology, not as though it's just a public health method, like a way to keep people a little bit safer during the pandemic, so they can get the economy open again. But if they can't get people on board to even wear a mask, then, you know, you have the spread kind of just going wild. I know what I was going to say earlier. I can't believe how much I hated George W. Bush before. Because, now he seems like
a saint all of a sudden, eh?
Well,
I don't know.
I shouldn't say, I don't think that, but I recognize him as a human being now.
Yeah, he's the lesser of 2 evils.
I think that he does good things for people, whereas I think that Donald Trump is somebody that's devoid of human emotion. And if he was around other people, like if there was a guy like Donald Trump just hanging out with your friends or whatever, he would be so, like, nobody would want to be around that person. He would be so ostracized.
That's true.
We would not be boys, you know? Not at all.
I mean, he golfs a lot, and I golf a lot.
You guys might be boys, though.
I don't know about boys. I don't know I golf. Well, I don't know if I golf with him.
He's so
if it was free for me.
Oh, it's true. It's true.
But it's not like, well, I don't know. Probably not. I'm not going to be, I don't want to be the native Ice Cube all of a sudden. Like,
Hey, actually, I will defend Ice Cube because he's like, I will work with anybody that's in power to do this platinum plan.
No, I know he just got roasted. It's just like,
He
you
got
know what I
roasted,
mean?
but people were like roasting him, but I think they didn't understand what his MO was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I agree with that. You should try to benefit your people at all costs.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
It's
all there is
like
to it.
diplomacy. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's like refusing to work with him makes no sense at all.
Yeah.
Because what's the point? You're just gonna wait?
You're gonna like hurt yourself more than you're gonna help
Yeah,
yourself because he's
that-
the one in power
I-
who can help you more than him.
Definitely get that.
Van Jones, who is like used to work in I think he worked with Hillary Clinton on her campaign, but he definitely worked in the Obama administration. Now he's on CNN, and he has been working toward like criminal justice reform, and he's well known for that. And he works with the president. He hates Donald Trump. Like, I mean, not hates him, but he's definitely not politically aligned with him, but he's been working with him for the last 3 years to get criminal justice reform done.
Yeah.
So yeah, why would you ever miss up an opportunity like that?
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm talking about going golfing with Donald Trump. Maybe it's a bad analogy. Just depends what course, really.
I'd really like to say though, because we were talking about it
Mar-a-Lago.
we were talking about it before, and like the treatment of the pandemic. Let's say Dems win in 2016. That means Obamacare stays in. It means there's a framework for health and healthcare, right? There's a basic framework that would structure health insurance for everybody. All of a sudden, like, there's no way in 4 years nothing happens on that, right? Like, the Dems are very much like moving towards that social side of it. So at the very least, there'd be a framework, which means they'd have some idea of like, hey, we need to help everybody. We're not in this alone, it's together, right? Because at the beginning, Trump, for one thing, got rid of Obamacare and then said to every state, you're on your own, just do what you need to do. And then didn't give them anything for that on top of all that. So what I'm saying is that I think the Dems would have had at least some base of what to do and where to go. So I think the handling would have been so much different.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, I think they would have done a better job, and I think they would have been a lot more strict to cover everything federally.
I think if it had been any other Republican representative that won the election in 2016, this pandemic would have been not run the way it was. I truly think the rest of the people, like including Ted Cruz, would have, put in some federal mandate. He stopped, I think it was Ted Cruz stopped going. One of the Republicans stopped going. Oh no, it was Mitch McConnell from Kentucky.
Yeah.
Stopped going to in-person sessions because they weren't wearing masks. So, I mean, they believe the science. It's just they made it a political pawn. They made it a political thing to wear a mask and care about other people. And
I mean, it's so wild, like just the state of like the world right now for that. But without getting too depressing about it, what do you guys think about the actual parties themselves? Because this could happen to Canada, where we no longer look at the party as a whole with its ideals. We just look at the person. Do you think the Republicans or Dems are different?
They're already doing that in Alberta, and they've been doing that for a
wild.
long time.
It definitely depends where you are.
Isn't that so weird?
Yeah, it is. Oh, it's 100% weird. Politics is such a
So this
crazy system.
It is crazy.
This always brought me to the ultimate point. What is the point of having a single leader? I really don't get it. Imagine you had like a council of people and you all voted democratically, which is oddly enough what we call ourselves. If you had like 8 people at a table and you vote democratically, you get a majority. You're a forced majority then, because if you split, you reconvene, right? Wouldn't that make more sense? Because then you actually decide together as opposed to alone.
Well, is that kind of like numbered voting or like voting by preference, where you're like, this is my number 1 pick, this is my number 2 pick, because then everybody kind of have your share of the vote.
But I mean, realistically, when there's stuff going through the House of Commons here, the Senate, in the States, how much does like the average person's voice mean?
Oh, nothing now, because it's
that's
an
what I'm
oligarchy.
That's what I'm saying. Is like maybe
like there's so much money in politics. But they also overturned, what is it? Not Glass-Steagall. Was it Glass-Steagall? No. There's Citizens United. That's what it is. So they overturned Citizens United. So now, basically, political parties have no cap on donations. So.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. And then BC just reformed that 2 years ago too.
Yeah, so the donation thing is like a big deal, because I think for a long time people had more say, and then once that changed, obviously, like the more money you had, the more influence you had.
That's
somebody
basically,
like Trump.
that's That's definitely how it goes.
What do you have to say about this?
I mean, we can't restructure the Canadian government. It's going to be like that. And we're under the colonial powers of Britain, like the UK, right? Like we've adopted that system and it's not working for them. So I don't think in one discussion we could even break into a glimpse of what it would look like to potentially even restructure that. The system that we have right now is, I would rather, like, how can we improve the process of the legislature and it not being like happening right now? But I mean, it's going on. What's going to be? Have they been meeting? I don't even know.
They're currently meeting.
Yeah. So
they're discussing financial relief, I think, on the Canadian level.
I'm glad that they seem to be working, like actually getting things done compared to, you know, like what has been going on in the US. I am genuinely thankful to live here at this point.
Yeah, that's another thing. It's like in comparison, like I think we have,
BC.
I mean, universal health care. Like when I go to the hospital, the last thing I'm thinking about is like my bill. Even though sometimes there is bills, it's not like, you know what I mean?
Yes, it's crazy. My friends in the States, I just got, I don't have my phone.
They have to pay for flu shots and stuff there, right?
She literally, so my friend.
It's really expensive.
My friend Ashley, the other day, because she got furloughed, she's an American Airlines flight attendant.
Yeah.
So she's furloughed, so she has to pay for her own health care now. It is $1,200 a month for a basic healthcare plan through whatever insurance company she got quoted. She sent me the actual document.
$1,200 a month?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, how would you ever be able to afford that?
That's almost double my rent, by the way.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And that's American money too. Florida.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, and Florida doesn't have income tax, but you also are paying tolls everywhere. Like there's all these other little taxes that you have to pay.
Property tax is just massive there too. It's immense.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. Well, I don't know about property taxes, but I mean, you know, they get you in other ways.
Yeah. I know. I've, like, you know, through the internet, I've heard people talk about their property tax in Florida, and it's not even remotely cheap. Especially because houses up there are ridiculously expensive too.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. There's like a lot of really inexpensive houses. Even if you go Central Florida has like I could afford to live there.
Oh yeah, really? But I mean,
however, there aren't a lot of jobs at the moment because Disney just laid off, and Universal, it's mostly theme parks in Central Florida.
They're in for like, are we in for a depression? Like,
100%. I think we'll be actually okay in Canada. We'll be a lot better than. Depending on what happens today, I guess.
Yeah, we really, still don't know. Still undecided.
You really have to look though, because we restructured 2-3 industries to start building strictly like ventilators, start trialing vaccines, start doing PPE. So all of a sudden, once the pandemic's done, that has to restructure again, right? And the first time it took a month because they inject so much money into it. What happens next time?
Yeah.
I just hope there's an end game.
I think the happy point of it all that I'm looking forward to is once the pandemic's done, we'll be out of it together, and that's something. Because I'd like to actually see all of us come out the other side.
Dude, I just want to travel so bad.
Traveling.
I know.
I want to go to the movies.
That's such a
I mean, we can.
That's such.
Yeah, but it's not. There's no good movies to watch.
It's true. It's
trivial.
Like we can go.
Yeah, that's the thing. They're all releasing them on streaming platforms.
Yeah, or they're just they're pushing them back.
You got to go to Monkey Beach.
That was awesome. Yeah. But that was they filmed that pre-corona. Like they're really tapering out the pre-corona films. They are. Like like we should have had Wonder Woman by now. The new Wonder Woman film should have been out by now. The new 007 should have been out by now.
I think Jungle Cruise with The Rock and Emily Blunt, which is something that you guys probably do not care about, but like it's a Disney movie and I'm really excited for it. And it was supposed to come out, I think, this summer, and it is no longer coming out until next year, I don't think.
No.
Right? Like everything's just
Mulan even.
Yeah. I'm still I still want to see it. They should have really waited for that.
Well, Christmas Day it's launching on Disney Plus. Also, The Mandalorian came out on Friday. So much.
But it's like one episode at a time, right? Not the whole season.
Yeah. I hated that at first, but then it kind of makes me more excited for it.
I felt like I had more time to watch it. I haven't watched it yet, so don't spoil it for me. But I seen one episode. I was like, oh, Let's watch this later. So,
Yo, I'm going to interject with something that nobody cares about. Haunting of Bly Manor. I binged it on Halloween. Oh my God, it was so good.
speaking of things nobody cares
Yeah,
about.
speaking of things nobody cares about, I'm going to install this right here. Yeah, if you're not a fan of horror, that's totally understandable, but it was so good. It wasn't even as scary, like it wasn't jump scare scary, very creepy, but the story was phenomenal. And the last 4 episodes, I was tripping balls the entire time. No idea where I was or what was going on, but it was amazing.
I feel like that's a swear word.
Tripping balls.
Tripping balls?
Tripping out. Whatever you want to call it. Like, you go through these, like, massive
wanna get in trouble, you
psychedelic
guys.
moments. I don't even care. You go through these, like, massive psychedelic
I
moments.
swore like 4 times the first time I was on this podcast.
You did. That's okay.
You know what? You ask for forgiveness later.
Out of the 30 people that watched, nobody complained.
That's what I'm saying, though. It's like, not what you said.
They want
But I
to
was
see us
talking about what I
swearing, you
said.
guys.
I mean, what's our demographic, right?
Deduce.
Our friends and family.
Yeah, like, realistically, our demographic has probably heard us swear before.
Yeah.
I know that Mary's an avid watcher of Keep It Real.
Yeah.
And now she works here.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's true. She said she puts it up on the big screen.
Yeah.
So
Casts it.
there we go. Again, like and subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. We'll follow back. We're follow backers.
I don't think we are, actually.
I don't know.
Can you? Oh yeah. No,
I don't know if I've ever
subscribe back
logged
to
in.
people.
Yeah.
We can be
If
honest.
they have YouTube pages, we can.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever logged into our CFNR Network YouTube page. Have you guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Really?
No, I don't.
Just to
well, I
check-
mean, I've watched.
Just to check the
stuff on it.
analytics.
I have a feeling they don't trust me. I literally don't have passwords to anything. In our
That's
company.
pretty fair.
I can't log in.
They probably think you're out there
That's through my
tripping
own
balls.
Facebook. They had to give me permission to do
yeah,
that.
Right.
Yeah.
Still, they gave you permission.
And then our Twitter has been logged in since our last person was here to give me the Twitter account.
If anybody from CKPG / The River in Prince George is watching, I can still access the ZipWhip login and text all of your listeners if I wanted to.
Whoa.
That's the most
Yo,
random thing
text
to
them,
out yourself. What
text
the
them the link to this episode. Yo, that
Just
was...
like go through the whole thing. Hey guys! No, I would never do that. That's so much work.
Check me out.
Is it? You only have to do it individually?
Yes.
You can't just send all?
I think actually maybe I can do or send all.
Let's do it.
I mean, I don't think in any of my
Let's do
other
it.
jobs I've been taken off of any of like the password list or anything. I'm still on.
I like usually remove myself because I'm like, ugh, please.
My past job, I was in politics, so they removed me from everything.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Yep. But I got to keep the laptop, suckers. No, I'm just joking.
I made it out.
It's like a 2006 laptop. Like that.
Yeah, I still have a
The
2000.
size of a suitcase.
Yeah, it's big. And I can't remember the password to save my life. I can't remember. And I have like lots of awesome photos and videos on there.
Oh.
So it's sad.
Yeah.
There's obviously a way to get in.
Yeah, you can just duplicate the hard drive.
How do you do that?
I don't know, I'm not a hacker. I'm aware of the concept, but I don't know how to do it myself.
Okay, well, you said it so casually. I thought it was an easy
Well, you
fix.
can. So, like, have you ever had, like, a virus on your computer or something goes, like, horrifically wrong?
No.
When you take it in, they do everything third party. So they do it from, like, a protected other computer where they'll hook it up into your computer to access your system files.
Maybe that's the cure for Corona. Third party.
Hey, what's Joe Biden at still? Like,
I think they're just showing.
Chris Christie's talking.
Yeah, they're just showing
The one
like
that got-
they're just showing commentary from the other night.
Yeah,
one
still
that got
248,
COVID.
214.
Yeah,
248.
I did see
That's
Biden.
up from 237.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did see Biden say.
He won
Michigan?
He won Wisconsin. He won Wisconsin this
Wisconsin
morning.
and Michigan.
No, Michigan yet. I don't think.
I did see Biden say that they have enough seats now that he thinks that he's has enough for the 270 to win. So
They have not won Michigan yet. Not officially.
not officially, but it's
still likely.
leaning blue, which is fine. I mean, Kamala Harris, first woman vice president, if they get in, that's
Yes.
pretty cool.
Yeah, she's. I mean, like I didn't pick her in the in the debates when they were trying to vie for that spot. I
Oh,
didn't pick Joe Biden either.
you know what we didn't talk about? I think this is.
I might have been part of the Yang Gang, but I wasn't.
I feel
100%
bad for Aubrey
sure.
Plaza because previously she was the most famous person from Delaware.
No, she's not.
Now she's definitely not.
Yeah.
She's slipped down to number 2.
Okay, wait. We never actually talked about this. I think this is an important point to
And I love
Biden's
Aubrey
campaign.
Plaza. He's from Delaware?
I've got no idea. But
He's from Delaware.
Yes.
Obama has done, honestly, more campaigning for Biden than Biden did. Have you guys followed the Obama trail this entire campaign? It's
No.
actually wild. He produced the first sit down with Biden back when the election trail started. He did like a full sit down. He talked so much about him. It was like an hour ordeal or something. After that, he literally went around the states talking to people, getting people to vote, getting the message out there. He did so much for Biden. I really could not believe it. All these rallies he's at with Biden. He's doing all these videos, all these Facebook lives. He's interviewing these people. He showed up at that basketball game.
If you're Barack Obama, you're gonna do your part.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, he had to.
He believes in a better America.
Yeah.
Him and Biden were
Now,
buddies too.
now
so.
Christian, Biden has the numbers. Sorry, that was my Barack.
That's okay.
It's pretty good, actually.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
it was really good.
Michelle. Just kidding. Sorry.
But like that's what I'm saying. Is like I think if Biden wins, like I think half the success should go to Obama. I think they both did such a good job
Well, you know
in
that
rallying the Dem party.
also Michelle Obama was stumping for Joe for way longer than her husband was.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that's true,
Michelle,
yeah.
a long time ago, was all up with
That was
Also,
like
Joe.
people
I
like
thought
her
she.
more than Barack.
If Michelle,
both.
if
I think
Michelle,
Oh, I love both of
Yeah.
them. But if you were like the popularity polls, she has
Yeah.
more.
dude,
Yeah.
she could have been the leader of the free world
I think so,
over
too.
Joe Biden. She could have won it all. But why would you want to do that?
No.
Why?
I don't think she wants to because she's already been in the White House and she's like, why would I want
is she allowed
No,
to
why-
run actually? Because she was the
Yeah,
first
she
lady.
can.
I don't see why
Oh my
not.
gosh, that would be
America.
so sexist. And as a female, I'd be so mad if that was the case. Oh, you can't run because your husband was already the president.
Do we know if that's a rule or not?
No, it's
It's
not
definitely not a rule. It's definitely not a rule.
I don't know. What happens if a woman wins and you get the first man of the White House? Could
It
he
would be
run
called The
after?
First Gentleman. There's actually a great movie
was
about that
gonna
with
say.
Charlize Theron and Seth Rogen.
that movie's
Have you seen
so
that?
good.
What's it called?
Oh, I can't remember, but
I've got
it's
no
so
idea.
good.
It's so funny. It made me cry.
Yeah, it's one of those movies that's like really heartwarming and hilarious.
Yes, super
Oh,
funny.
I actually know what you're talking about. Was it Rogan was president or whatever, right?
No, Charlize Theron is president, becomes
Okay, okay.
president, and he's like really
He's
self-conscious.
a journalist, right? And
Yeah.
he tried to
Long
get, like, an
Shot.
interview with
It's
her.
called
Yeah.
The Long
I saw
Shot.
I saw so many ads and trailers for it. I didn't remember.
Ice Cube son's in that.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Oh,
That film.
Yeah, 'cause-
Jay Jackson Jr.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, I think I used to do Kief It Real was different back in the day. It was actually a movie review show. Like Real, REEL. I guess I could probably still do it that way. But
Ooh, that's pretty good, actually. I like it. I'm
Thank
digging
you,
it.
thank
This
you.
guy.
I know.
This guy.
Anyways, The Long Shot was the very last movie I reviewed.
So good.
Yeah, and I got to go to it in theaters, and they hooked me up with popcorn. And okay, this is gonna sound super bad, but I'd always buy like those peanut butter M&Ms, and I would throw them in my popcorn.
Oh my god, that doesn't sound bad. That
So then I would mix them up, and then every once in a while I'd get a peanut butter M&M with my popcorn.
Yeah, I've heard that. It's really delicious.
Sounds really good.
Oh, ASMR.
ASMR.
How dare you?
Oh, we could make so much money if we started doing that.
We just need better equipment, which isn't happening anytime soon.
We're a
Did
radio
you hear?
station and we don't have proper audio.
While we've switched mics, we've made the change.
To these, I'm still petitioning to get a working Zoom mic. So if anybody's gonna hook a brother up, I hope it's me.
You definitely, yeah, you're
I
the one.
need a working Zoom.
Well, you and Shar would probably be the one. Once
You have your own Zoom, right?
Well, if in-person interviews ever start
yes,
happening,
yeah, I
do.
didn't bring mine here.
But mine,
Yeah.
okay, so it corroded because it's 11 years old. I do have another one somewhere. I just need to find it and see if it still works.
yeah, I'm looking to get another one too. Sponsor the podcast. Contact us here. Contact me actually. I'll buy cream for our coffee and new mics. That's
What about my Zoom?
Oh man, I just like want.
if we make any money off this podcast, which I don't foresee happening anytime soon, it's going right back into equipment.
I have
Oh
literally.
man,
I have 2 half-working Zooms
I
right
have
now.
dreams about equipment.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
So do I.
Yeah.
I've got a kit actually I want to buy off Amazon for my own use. It's like $350. I'm really considering just dropping it.
I want the Sony A6600 camera.
Sponsor the Sony A66 camera. We could move off from my Sony ZX1, which is still
Still
great.
pretty good.
It's a
Yeah,
great
it's good.
camera. It's a great
I
camera.
also want like a sweet DJI gimbal for that camera, like a real good one.
My buddy has a Rode board, which is like built for podcasting.
Oh, you're telling me about that.
And it like lights up, and it's just so simple to use. It's like you can connect it to a laptop, one USB port. Like it has external power. Like so, if you don't have a plug-in, it could be charged.
Dang.
Oh, and it's like $1,000. Like who doesn't have that laying around in this economy right now during this pandemic?
I'll never forget something that one of our old
We should do a fundraiser.
one of our
For
old
us?
co Yeah, we should actually.
For us?
We
Personally?
should. Okay, let's brainstorm fundraiser ideas. Let's sell a date with Christian.
How about
Oh wait,
Kickstarter?
you're not single.
A date with me. I can talk to you about
Kickstarter.
stupid stuff for like 2 hours if you want.
A Kickstarter campaign.
Yeah.
Those never take off.
I don't know,
Oh,
man. They show up in my sponsored posts on Facebook all the time.
That Prince Rupert totem pole did pretty good, actually.
Well, we're no totem pole.
Yeah, like, and it takes like a year to carve one.
Yeah.
None of us are carvers.
It's true.
It's true.
My dad's an amazing carver and an artist.
Oh, is he really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I had no idea.
Amazing. And
Hey, Dad.
I got none of that talent whatsoever. Nothing.
Wait, does he still?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
he still does.
I've never seen any of the like artwork at your place.
It's on my body.
Oh, you drew that? Or did you tattoo you? That's the real
No,
question.
it's just a
I was
hummingbird.
gonna say, could you imagine? Carver, painter, tattoo artist. You got it all.
Yeah. Could you imagine? But yeah. No, I'm just not talented whatsoever.
My cousin Kaylee is currently an apprentice tattoo artist in Edmonton. I'm very proud.
That's such a cool job, then.
Yeah, man. Very cool.
I need more tattoos like so soon.
I do not have a single tattoo.
Me too. The last 2 times I've been tattooed was just touching up the ones on my rib cage, and that doesn't feel good. And it was the same.
Yeah, look, my dad carved that.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
Is that the headpiece for
Oh,
the Rupert totem
nice.
pole?
Nice shot.
No,
there.
it's just a headpiece for dancing. See,
Okay.
I don't know if you guys.
Oh, regalia.
Yeah,
I was gonna say it looks similar to the
it's
one
for
that
his
had,
granddaughter.
Oh yeah, I'm wearing hide to carve jewelry today.
Oh,
stole it from my mom. Stole it from my mama.
Very nice.
Yeah, Nelson Cross.
The only thing I have
Nelson
is that mask.
Cross, shout out Nelly.
Hey.
I don't know him, but
I don't know.
I'm sure
either, but
someone's
my
called
mom
him Nelly.
does. My mom's friends with him apparently. Deborah Warner. Formerly.
Your mom's name is Deborah?
Yeah.
My mom's name is Debbie.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, everybody called her Debbie too before.
Is that her name or is her name Debbie?
Her name is Deborah.
Oh, my mom gets called Deborah, but her name's Debbie.
Deborah.
What a freaking
Crazy.
weird. What's your mom's name?
Dawn.
3Ds.
The 3Ds, yeah, actually. That's 3D.
Oh, dang.
Freaking out. Okay. Middle names.
Like their middle names? or
Yeah.
our
What are their middle names?
My mom's middle name is Rose.
Jane.
Lynn. Dang.
How do you spell Lynn?
Lynn.
4 letters, all 4 letters.
This is what.
Yo.
This is wild, guys.
7 directions from Kevin Bacon. Is that what it's called?
6 degrees of separation.
6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. I love Kevin Bacon.
I like bacon.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I do love bacon as well. So no update on the election. Man, that's just what a crazy world.
Nope, still the same.
Still the same.
48, 214.
So yeah, this is probably, hopefully we get this up today, tonight.
22 more electoral votes.
Well,
That's all he needs.
I mean,
Is that the mooch?
what day is it today?
No, that's not the mooch.
I don't know who the mooch
So it's
is.
November.
Anthony Scaramucci.
It's November 4th, right?
November
I
4th.
think tomorrow.
So
May the 4th be with you.
yeah, well, the Electoral College will go over everything once it's done too, right? Because they have part of the final say in what happens,
Yeah.
how ballots are cast, who wins, riding, stuff like that.
I'm just glad that there isn't, like, it hasn't devolved into total chaos.
Not yet.
Not yet. No matter what happens, something's going to go down. There's so many people.
Yeah, Portland's under a state of emergency right now.
Again?
They've been under it for like
What's
2 days
up with
now.
Portland? I always thought it was like such a cool place. Ton of strip clubs. Like,
I mean, nothing's happening.
Cool
It's just they're scared of
eateries.
something happening, right? Because they had so many riots for how long?
Every night.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So now
Really
they're
every
scared.
night. But from what I was watching, like this docu
They're trailblazing.
series, and I think it was like on Vice or something. Anyway, they were in Portland, and it was just that there's peaceful protests all day, and then other people come out and they are wearing balaclavas and they start to fight with police.
Have you guys seen
So
the?
I think it might even be 2 separate groups of people.
yeah, but still, like,
Have you seen?
I just could never imagine like going out to riot. Like, that just.
I know, anarchists.
Yeah, like, I just don't get it.
Have you guys seen the? So there's like a lot of behind the scenes. It's like super controversial, and it's like. I don't know. It's an odd topic. Basically, this happens in like other predominantly like third world countries where the government's trying to like shut down protests, so they'll install their own protesters to make it like violent, or like they'll install objects or something to make it seem like they're violent, so they can then use military force to stop it, right?
Oh yeah.
It's
Yeah.
technically against the UN to like shut down a protest in that regard. So like in America, there's been like, you know, bricks are being thrown randomly. There's like piles of bricks everywhere.
Yeah, what are they
There's
called?
like one dude that's like instigating random fights with other people, and then all of a sudden they're not attacking him. They start attacking everybody, and
There's like a specific
Yeah.
term.
Agitators.
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 Agitators. I deduce that it is agitators.
Like a
deduction.
washing machine.
Like a rock.
Yeah, because peaceful protests happen a lot.
as I could be.
Like a rock.
If you live in
Know the next word.
I can't wait for karaoke to be back.
Oh, I love karaoke.
Rip to karaoke. Moment of silence for karaoke. Moment over. You ever go to karaoke, Christian?
I've never participated myself, but yeah, I've been to karaoke.
You've never participated. I don't care if you've been around it. I'm just wondering if you've ever put the mic in your hand and chosen a song.
Oh no, I did for Rock Band a lot, but that's like at like small parties and stuff.
That doesn't count.
Yeah,
That's
I've never
not
gone out in
karaoke.
public.
That's
and
rock band.
belted out something.
What was the first song you ever sang at karaoke, Kief?
Holy, the first one I ever sang? Probably Aerosmith. Don't want to miss a thing.
Oh.
I know all the words to it,
Yeah.
so I wasn't intimidated.
Such a sad song.
Is it sad?
Yeah, I mean, I guess in the context of the movie as well.
Armageddon.
Yeah. it's pretty sad.
I could stay awake just to hear you breathing. You're right, it is sad.
Some of the best songs are really sad though.
Stay lost in this moment. Oh wait, I jumped a bit.
Forever.
Whoa!
And every moment spent with you.
Wow, you got a nice voice.
Yeah, that's really good.
It lost me at the end, but at the start, you were killing it.
Yeah. You know who's actually really good? Our new promotions coordinator, Mary, is amazing.
Really?
Like legit amazing. Like she made it past like the first few rounds on Canadian Idol back in the day.
Really?
Like not on TV, but they were like
Yeah.
Yeah, it's their first
Yeah.
like run throughs.
Yeah.
Was it 4 total auditions or something? I think it was 3 or 4.
No, we could ask her. Get
We
her
should,
in
yeah, that would
here.
Bring her in.
Question.
Mary! Just kidding. No, she can't hear us. We're in a...
Yeah, so Mary and I like to drive around and sing songs in her vehicle because the acoustics are good.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's super fun. Oh, so if you ever see
like-
me parked in the bush,
You guys could
That's
do
what
like
I'm
a
doing.
carpool karaoke.
oh my gosh!
Oh, I love
Although, where would you show it? Because of like you'd get like copywritten strict, right?
Yeah, you could. You'd
Like
have
the
to.
audio, you'd have to. Okay, I see people always put in like brackets like I don't own the rights to this music. Does that do anything?
No, it doesn't.
God, then why do people stop doing that?
That's like the people
It's
that
so
are like,
people don't-
hey, just in case we're on Facebook, I don't give you permission to
Yeah.
any of my pictures. It's not going to do anything. As soon as you sign up for Facebook, they have access to all of that stuff. Mom.
It's so.
Just kidding.
My mom doesn't even have Facebook, thankfully.
Yeah, a lot of people are like that. Well, it's complicated now too because covers end up in a different category than regular music, right? It's like some people that do covers can still use it because it's their own property and it's their own voice, and technically, if you're transforming the content,
I think it is actually
I don't know, it's
because
complicated.
there was this chick named Lauren Spencer Smith. I think if you were doing it without the music in the background, you can probably get away with
But
it.
you have to do it with the music, or else it's pointless.
well, a lot of the stuff
Oh,
that
I
you get
don't know about
sniped on is
that.
the melody, right?
Well, you just go an acapella?
Oh my gosh.
I'm not an acapella guy. I need that.
I mean, yeah, I prefer the music in the background. But if you're a really good singer, Mary, you can sing that.
Well, how do rappers remix beats then? Because it would still be the same thing, right?
Sampling.
Yeah. Well, that's the whole thing is that they transform it and they use it for their own stuff. Sample it, transform it, change it.
Yeah, it could be.
Kanye West.
Stronger was like one of his biggest songs of all time, and that wasn't even his own. Well, that wasn't his own like bass song.
Isn't it Daft Punk?
Daft Punk, yeah.
Also, Gold Digger is a Ray Charles song. When I'm in need you.
Yeah, that was. Well, yeah,
Sing for the moment, Eminem.
but they paid. They probably paid for that stuff. They definitely paid for that.
Some of the some of them.
stuff.
pay
You can,
for
yeah,
it,
you can pay like
sure.
I think you can pay like either royalties or like a flat fee for it.
Damn. So no president.
Not yet, at least.
We're hoping for Biden. I don't know if that was apparent.
I'm just hoping for a new season, a Celebrity Apprentice, because he's going to be able to pull in some A-list celebrities.
Yeah, all of a sudden.
Are you kidding me?
Lil
Oh
Pump.
my gosh.
What's
yeah,
he
Lil
gonna-
Pump.
Lil Pimp?
Yeah, that was so funny.
Lil Wayne?
What's his name? Chachi? Yeah, Lil Wayne. What
A
happened to?
bunch of
Wait, is
Lils.
Wayne a Trump supporter?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
He just broke up with his girlfriend. His girlfriend left him.
No way.
Yeah.
I did
Because
too.
he's a Trump supporter.
Man, Wayne's getting older though. Like, how many girlfriends has he been through now?
I think there's a lot of
thousands?
children.
He definitely has a
Probably.
bunch of kids.
Yeah.
He definitely has a bunch
It's like
of kids.
Drake and the long lost kid or whatever.
He's a good dad now, though.
Yeah, Regina Carter was on his last album. It's his daughter. It's a great song. Can't remember what it's called.
I mean, there's a chance he was always a good father. He just didn't want to bring her into the spotlight.
Yeah.
I don't know if he knew that was his kid. Did he?
I have
Yeah.
no.
I don't actually know the whole background on. All I know is that all of a sudden everyone's like, "Oh, Drake's got a kid," and it's like, "What?"
We're talking about Lil Wayne.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Drake. Sorry, I thought we went the other way.
No, we're still talking about Lil Wayne.
There's no way Wayne's only got one kid.
No, he has multiple, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Hundreds, like Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg.
No, I
was
don't know how many
watching-
kids he has.
I was watching Below Deck the other day. It's like one of those Bravo, like, trashy shows, but it's all
Yeah.
about, like, these yachties, like, people that work below deck on a yacht. And,
They call them yachties.
yeah. Oh my gosh, the show is like so ridiculous. But there was a guy on there, one of the guests, and these things are like $350,000 for a week on those boats because they're
A
fully catered.
week?
Yeah, because they're like $20 million boats. They're fully catered. Like your every whim is met. You can go like
It's 11
say
years of me working.
it's crazy. Anyway, yeah, that's a long time.
I don't think I want to ever go on a
No. Anyway, so this one guy's sitting there and he's like, they're on this guy's trip and he's a guest. And he's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I have over 100 kids. And he was talking about how he used to make money by donating his sperm back in the day, but then he got fired
Wow.
because
Actually,
he couldn't perform.
there's a court case
If you're
right
wondering why
now.
you get fired.
There's a court case literally right now in BC about a guy who's going, or he's before the courts right now because he like falsely enrolled all of these kids in foster to like get the grants for them.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
I don't know the exact details of it, but like that's the gist of it. And he's before the courts right
That
now.
has nothing to do with sperm donation.
No, but you had said that like they got a bunch of kids for whatever, and then I zoned out because I remembered that and I was like, oh my god. Sorry, that happens a lot.
I was like thinking that it was going to be
Episode
like
10.
100 kids trying to get, you know, in touch with this one guy that's like, no, man, I did that anonymously.
my gosh.
There's a Vince Vaughn movie out about that,
Oh, there is, yeah, actually.
where he's like the father to 100 kids, and he goes and he meets all of his kids.
Oh, I think I saw a part of that.
Yeah.
He,
It was
does
okay.
he meet them all? I don't think so.
He meets them all.
Does he? Because I know at the end he meets them all, but I think like throughout they're like spotlighting a few of them.
Yeah, there's like one in like the NBA and like all this other stuff. Yeah.
Man, wouldn't that be wild? Having 100 kids, you just gotta track them down.
It's like one of your kids is like this massive celebrity, and other one's like a professional sports player. I
Yeah.
guess it's a numbers game. It's all about
yeah,
odds, right?
it's like 1 out of
the
100.
more kids you have,
The better
better,
chances. Yeah. So
It's true.
have babies
Or
just keep pumping.
or just do whatever you want.
Just do
I'm just chill. I'm keeping it real right now.
keeping it real to the
Yeah, but I think that's going to do it for today's episode. Desk Slam. We'll be back again next week with episode 11 of Keeping It Real. And we'll have a president by then for all of North America. You're looking at the computer screen. We got a live feed of
Yeah, we're watching. Biden's talking right now about something. I don't know what he's talking about.
I think it's an old clip. Yeah, it's still 237, 214, blue over red, whatever that means.
Just gotta wait for all the votes to be counted.
But if you're still here, you're a real one. Like, seriously.
Remember, the only way a winner will be decided is when all the votes are counted. Trump 2020.
Whoa, facts, man.
That was a verbatim quote. That's actually what he said yesterday. He's like, we'll know the winner when all the votes are decided, or all the votes are counted. It's like, yes, that's how that.
All the votes should be counted.
Yeah, but then when he was ahead and it was getting close to midnight, and he was like, "Close the polls! Stop counting!
Yeah.
This is illegal! Except for in Arizona, I'm losing there. Keep counting."
It's actually, yeah, that was so wild yesterday.
Well,
I mean, he's been continuing that today.
He had that one-
He's insane. He's an
Yeah.
actual madman. Like
He had that
said.
one tweet too.
And if you like Trump, we can't be friends. I'm sorry.
I'll be friends with you, but I mean, not best friends.
I respect our differences, but yeah,
No, I
think
can't
it's too
respect
much of a
differences.
difference.
Like people that like Trump, I just how he's a
It's
cruel
true.
man.
He's cruel.
Cruel.
He's got a good taste
How
in,
did like
in
40
clothes,
million
though.
people vote for him?
Yeah.
I like the baggy pants.
Yeah.
They're more
And
comfortable.
oversized red ties. Good choice.
Episode 10 in the books. No president as of yet. There could be one right now.
As you're watching this,
Answer
Next week?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
After
let's timestamp this. Right now it's 1:44 on 1:44 p.m. on the 4th of November, the day after the 2020 presidential election.
Episode 10. Like and subscribe.